accident? Update 1. Hey, there. I decided not to help my parents. It was a really hard thing to do, but to be honest, I knew their bills would be taken care of, so they had nothing to be worried about. They'd only asked me because they didn't want to ask their other relatives and were being too egoistic. I haven't told them about it yet though, because how do you even tell your family that you're not going to be helping your parents cover their medical expenses after they've been in such a terrible accident? It's been almost 5 days since I met them, and after reading the comments, I realized that I was still subconsciously competing with Allison. She didn't help our parents, so I felt the need to step up and prove that I was the better daughter or whatever. I guess I won't ever be able to get rid of that competitive streak no matter how hard I try. It's just who I am now. Most of the comments did say that it was stupid of my parents to not have health insurance, and I agree. It was really stupid of my father to discourage that, and had I been part of their lives, I would have made sure that he got insurance. He didn't even have his car insured because he thought he was that great of a driver. They're lucky that the accident was the truck driver's fault, because otherwise, the cost of the car repairs would also be coming from their own pockets. Coming to their financial situation, which a lot of you had asked about to come to a conclusion, I'd say that my parents are okay. They're not rich, they're not poor. My dad is the sales head at the company he works in, and my mother works in HR but at a smaller firm. Their combined income is enough for them, and since they no longer have to support me or Allison, I'd say they have sufficient. Growing up, Allison and I didn't have to worry about money, but of course, we couldn't live extravagantly either. We were in the middle, and we still are, but I can't figure out why my parents won't be able to pay for their bills themselves. If they can borrow money but then promise to return the money eventually, then they can surely just pay the bills themselves. They haven't told me the reason why either, and I don't think I'll be able to find out after this either. Update 2. I told my parents that I won't be covering their expenses. They'd been calling me for the past week, and yesterday, I finally realized that I couldn't just ignore them and let this go on until they were out of the hospital. So I answered their calls and told them that I'd thought about it and I didn't think I felt the need to help them. As expected, they didn't take it very well and were very angry about it. My mom totally tore into me and yelled at me as loudly as was possible for her with her broken ribs. Called me ungrateful and stuff, the usual. My dad just told me that I was no longer their daughter and disconnected the call after my mom was done yelling at me. It didn't hurt the way I'd thought it would, because I hadn't been their daughter for a really long time.